In this week's episode of NDVision.
You do need one of the...
I have one. A clap does the same thing.
Oh.
All it is just the...
I just don't feel as, like, professional, you know?
Do you want... Okay. This is going to go in the beginning of the video. I hope you understand that.
Yeah.
Jasmine had to have a slate. My hand clapping wasn't good enough. So now you're getting a souvenir. Yes. Take back with you. We need to write on it. Here. Normally I take like 3 clips of a podcast out to tease people. This is just going to be the whole intro. It's a nice film. Jazz Pod. Showtime. Infinity. Rating? Obviously 5 stars. Here you go. You do the honors.
All right.
Hello, and welcome to this episode of NDVision. I'm joined today by oh my gosh. I didn't ask you. Is it Sanders still, or is it
Maglier?
Maglier?
Yeah.
Maglier?
Maglier.
Okay. We're joined here by Jasmine Maglier. Nay, Sanders. Sanders.
No, you.
I remember saying Saunders, and you're like,
No, you.
Sanders.
Nope.
Yeah.
Full legal name is now Jasmine Sanders Maglier.
Oh, you hyphenated.
No hyphen. I just exnamed my middle name.
Can I have you pull the mic just slightly towards your face? Hold on.
Better?
Yeah, much better. Hi.
Hello.
You're another guest that I've gotten finally on season 3 that I've been begging to come on since I started 3 years ago.
I've been bad.
Yeah.
I've been dodging.
Did you just run out of excuses too? Because that's what happened with another guest I had on. She was just like, I just didn't have any more excuses.
Yeah, pretty much. And I also said I should probably just do the damn thing. So
yeah, get it over with.
Face my fears.
Get it over. It's not because she didn't want to hang out with Nick for an hour or so. It's because it's probably because she didn't want to hang out.
No, I just feel like it's kind of weird to like talk to somebody while there's a camera rolling, and here we are.
Here we are. But now the whole world, because this is a global podcast, is going to get to hear your story.
The whole world.
Mm-hmm. I think I have a listener in Canada, maybe.
Okay. I'll ask my family in the Philippines to tune in. So
oh, that'd be rad.
That would count.
NDVision is now global.
Officially.
Jasmine, tell me about yourself. Have you lived in this area all your life? Did you go to school here? And then what are you doing now?
So I am a Wellsville native, born and raised, right here down the street at the Jones.
Mm-hmm.
I went to high school, all the way up through high school, elementary school, middle school here. I then went off to school at SUNY Brockport.
Okay.
And I studied quite a few different things at my time at Brockport. I actually started off as a dance major.
Nah, really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I started.
Did you take dance classes in high school or anything?
Yeah. I took ballet classes over in Alfred for a good amount of time at Alfred Ballet Academy. Mm-hmm. And then after my time there, I transferred to dance arts over in Olean. And really focused on ballet, but I did modern and jazz as well. Mm-hmm. While I was at Brockport, I decided wasn't really my cup of tea, so I changed gears and I went into athletic training.
Really?
Until I had my first class in athletic training, and we had to go into the locker room. And my assignment was to wrap up a football player's ankle. And turns out I really don't like touching feet, so I ended up dropping that class and changing my major altogether.
Hold on a second. Walk me through you going into a locker room, and there's this football player who's just like, this is how I imagine football players talk. Can you wrap my ankle? Play football.
Yeah. Yeah, walked out of there pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really don't like feet.
So if your first assignment was like wrapping a wrist or something, you may have stuck out a little longer.
Yeah, possibly,
All
but
right.
I don't think it would have been very long-lived.
I didn't know that. That's so interesting. I definitely didn't know that you were a dancer.
Yeah.
Do you still dance at all?
No, I don't dance at all anymore.
Like in your free time, just cleaning the house, doing what do they call them? Pirouettes?
Yep.
Pirouettes?
Pirouette. You said
Yeah.
it correct.
Hi.
You even had the French pronunciation down.
Oui.
It was good.
Look at me go.
Good.
Is that what your main hobby was, you think, in high school, was dancing, or did you do other things?
Dance and music in general. I was a huge, huge band geek.
Oh, really? What did you play?
I did marching band and jazz band and concert band, and I forgot to answer your question. I played the saxophone.
The alto sax?
Yes.
I played the alto sax in school.
Nice.
Yeah, high five. That's what Gwen's playing right now.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I played alto, tenor, and bari, and then when I got bored of that, I was playing bass drum for a while in marching band. So just kind of a little bit of everything.
And when I was in band, kids would fight over percussion. Like they
Yeah.
wanted to be the drummer.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, guys, that's pretty boring.
Yeah.
Like especially the bass drum is just
Boom.
that's it.
Yeah.
But it is one of the coolest sounds
Yeah.
in an orchestra.
Makes you feel loud and powerful.
It does.
Yeah.
It does. I wouldn't want to haul it around though.
Yeah. No,
It'd be getting pretty heavy.
it's pretty heavy.
Same thing with a baritone sax. Man, you were hauling a baritone around?
Yeah.
Goodness.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. So marching band and dance throughout high school. And then when I did finally graduate from Brockport, my degree is actually in exercise science. So the exact opposite of what I do today.
Yeah. You should just start teaching a class at the Y or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have a degree in it, right?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I do. Yeah. I really haven't used my degree a whole lot. When I finished school, I did an internship at Jones, doing cardiac rehab and pulmonary rehab at Jones. And then,
What's pulmonary rehab?
so for instance, if you have had a lung transplant or any sort of event like that, I would help you learn exercise programs to then get you back to like your normal daily life.
And cardiac is his heart, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep.
Is
Yeah.
that like deal with blood flow to the heart or?
Yeah, blood flow to the heart. A lot of it is really just like therapy or like mobility. So
Do you miss it?
sometimes I do and sometimes I don't.
Yeah.
I feel like my big thing is I just want to feel like I'm providing a value add to somebody's life. And I understand what I do now is a little bit different. I'm providing like a meal or a feeling for an individual. But yeah.
Would you say that you're sad that you didn't pursue it, or do you really like what you're at now?
I really like where I'm at now.
Yeah.
Especially being back home in Wellsville, just being back home and being able to affect a smaller group of people, but like with greater, the brain.
Yeah, I've talked about this on the podcast before, but before we get into the restaurant. Spoiler alert: Jasmine and Casey own L'Italia, which is top tier. But anyways, before we get into that, how did you go about doing that? How'd you meet Casey? How did everything play out?
So Casey and I actually have known each other, I would say, most of our lives. Casey's sister Emma is actually only 2 days older than me.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
He probably would be mad that I'm saying that right now. Oh, anyway.
You signed the release. We can't take anything out. It's fine.
Oh well. So Casey's sister is actually only 2 days older than me. So we grew up, and my family's Catholic, and so is his family. So the way the Catholic church is in town, there's the center pew here. My family would sit in the far back right corner, and his family would sit about like halfway up in the left hand side of the church. So like I would see him every Sunday, and so that's kind of how we like knew each other. But Casey and I actually started working at L'Italia in 2011, literally 5-6 days apart from each other. Hire date.
So you've kind of been like 5-6 feet apart your entire lives, the way you're describing it.
Yeah.
5-6 days, 5-6 feet. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Who owned L'Italia at the time when you started working there?
Peter and Marley Brown.
Peter and Marley Brown.
Mm-hmm.
But you left for a bit, right?
Yes. So Casey and I decided in 2017 that we wanted to live elsewhere.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I got too far ahead. Who made the first move? Did it happen at L'Italia? Because this would make for such an amazing Hallmark movie. Just want to throw that out there.
No. My parents' story really makes for a great Hallmark movie, but we'll circle back to that.
Okay.
I don't actually know who made the first move, but Casey and I had very similar tastes in music. And there was a music festival that was happening around 2014 that we were talking about going to. And then some stuff happened and we just didn't end up going. But we really started dating in 2016.
Okay, so from 2014, missing that festival to like when you really started dating was 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
That seems like it was yesterday, but I guess that's almost 10 years ago now.
Yeah.
Because my daughter was
almost
born in
a decade.
2014.
Yeah.
Wild.
Yeah.
Then you don't remember who made the first like official like, will you go out with me?
Oh, well, I guess it was Casey.
Okay.
Yeah. I thought you meant like who, made the first move, like the first.
Oh, the
kiss.
first kissy poo?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't remember that?
No.
Huh. I remember who made the first move, Nicole and I. It was Nicole.
Was it?
No, it was me. You think you know Nicole?
Well, I was okay.
Nicole doesn't make first moves. But that's so nice.
Yeah.
So this restaurant has really been a part of your guys' life since you started dating.
Yeah. Actually, he did ask me out in the restaurant too.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Upstairs?
Downstairs.
Downstairs?
Mm-hmm.
In walk-in?
No, in the kitchen.
I don't know if it was like, hey, like he could have like left little notes, like, meet me in the walk-in. Something I want to ask you.
No.
Because as we know, the walk-in is a cherished place when you're dealing in restaurants, especially if you're working in restaurants. So
sometimes you go there to cry. Sometimes you go there to scream. Yeah.
Have snacks.
Oh, yeah. You did say you ate snacks out of the walk-in.
Shh.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's completely okay.
Spoiler.
When I worked at Jones, I would go into the walk-in because I'd cook at Jones, and I wouldn't. Just to clarify, I wouldn't eat any of the food that was in there that was open. But I love juice, and they had in school. They had the little juice cups, Jasmine, the little juice cups. The little circle ones with like the tinfoil lid.
Yeah.
And they had them at the hospital. So I would go in and I'd like just smash some grape juice in there or apple juice. I didn't do orange too much.
Too acidic.
It tastes weird.
Too pulpy.
It's not pulpy. It kind of tasted like Tang.
Tang.
Yeah, but what Tang wanted, or what it wanted to be Tang, but it wasn't Tang.
I was gonna say Tang is better than orange juice.
Yeah.
Don't screw that up.
Yeah, but my favorite was the grape for sure. Cranberry I'd have every once in a while.
Yeah.
But I remember I had to go get, like, they had the health fair day at the hospital, and you can go get your vitals checked and stuff. They did a little pokey poke, and I got my finger pricked to test for my blood sugar, my glucose. It was very high. So, and I'm just imagining that it's because I'm not a big sweets guy.
Yeah.
But juice isn't very healthy to be consumed in mass quantities for a long time. So it's a lot of sugar. It's just straight sugar, basically. Good sugar, but not in mass quantities.
Yeah.
I slowed my roll after that. I didn't drink as many juice cups in the walk-in at Joe's Memorial after
Humble beginnings.
Yeah, humble beginnings. What were we talking about? Oh, we were talking about and Casey, like how. Okay, so how did it happen? Do you remember how it played out? He asked you in the kitchen.
Yep.
Was it on a busy night, a slow night?
It was after hours, actually.
Oh, so you're tearing down, cleaning up.
Yeah.
What was his position at the time?
He was in the kitchen cooking.
Okay.
Yep. And then I was in the front, as a lead server.
Okay.
Yep.
Lead server.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what do you think? This is a random question. What do you think is the most important job in a restaurant? Who holds the most important job? Is it the cook? Is it the hostess? Is it
Dishwasher.
the server? Dishwasher. Oh, that is true.
Dishwasher.
That is very true.
The dishwasher. They hold it all together.
They really do. Because if you have dirty dishes, you're SOL.
Honestly, though, on a Friday and Saturday night, that is my favorite position.
Oh, well, you can turn your brain off.
Yeah, it's great.
And you just go, I wash dishes. Modern diner.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It was fun.
Yeah. No. I love washing dishes. Like, you go to town, you kind of like zone out, you know?
And it's not, I used to hate, I know L'Italia doesn't have, they're not open for breakfast, but I would hate egg plates.
Oh,
It was the worst.
so sticky.
It's stuck on there.
Messy,
You really had to scrub it.
Yeah, no.
Really had to scrub it.
Yeah.
And silverware too, to try to get egg.
Yeah.
Silverware is very hard.
Yeah. No, not ideal.
Yeah. So now I make sure like my silverware is really clean when I go into a restaurant. I judge a restaurant by the cleanliness of their silverware.
Yeah.
And at the hospital, I just get the plastic silverware. Which their
Back to the
silverware,
hospital.
honestly, is probably the cleanest out of like anywhere because we had to wash it 3 times. It had to run through 3
Yeah.
times. But I don't know. I just seeing some of the stuff on the silverware,
Yeah.
I can't do it anymore.
Attention to detail is important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what made you zip out of the area? Okay, so we started that conversation, then I backtracked you a little bit.
Yes, the ADHD brain.
Yeah.
At its finest. So Casey and I worked for the previous owners for about a year after Casey and I got together. And Peter and Marley were at the point where they were looking to sell, and they had kind of taken Casey and I aside and said, are you interested in the restaurant? Because obviously they knew it was something that we were passionate about. And we said, I think we kind of just need a moment to step back and figure out if it makes sense for us moving forward or what have you. And Casey's cousin Melissa had just gotten married that previous year, and she suggested that we come move down with her and her husband Antoine in Charlotte, North Carolina. And so we thought about it, and about a year and 2 months after dating, we decided that we would pack up our lives and, go down to Charlotte.
Zip.
Figure it out. So when we first moved down there, I had initially thought that I was going to go into exercise science for a career. And Casey was kind of trying to look at getting out of the industry and maybe do something.
Out of the food industry.
Correct.
Yeah.
In like electrical distribution, because he had worked at another company in Syracuse for a little bit, doing electrical distribution work.
Is that like working on electrical grids, like for towns or
Sales.
Oh, okay.
So, Jaxpro is the name of the company.
All right.
Don't ask me for super specifics. I know he was in a warehouse day in and day out.
Is that
I
like
guess I'm
National Grid or?
No.
Okay.
So it's like I'm trying to think of the best like comparison. Maybe what like ID Booth is.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So he was there for a while. So anyways, we were completely trying to like change plans for career paths. And when I got down to it, I started to look at the rate of pay. And North Carolina, the rate of pay is still significantly less than New York State. To this date, rate of pay in North Carolina, minimum wage is still $7.25 an hour.
Jesus.
And minimum wage for tipped employees is still $2.13 an hour, which is the bare minimum in the United States that you can pay an individual. So with that being said, when I started to look into careers for exercise science, the rate of pay I was looking at was like $16, $17 an hour with a bachelor's degree. And so I started looking around to see if there was something else. And I happened to find a restaurant that had benefits. And I started talking to people in the industry, and it just made far more sense economically to go ahead and jump back into hospitality. So,
I mean, especially in a more urban area, servers are pulling sometimes like a lot of money out, especially like the high-end restaurants. What were you doing in the restaurant though when you were down there? Were you serving or were you doing something different?
serving.
Serving?
I was serving. I just didn't feel like dealing with like the management aspect of it. I just felt like going in, punching out, like collecting my tips, and that was that.
You can't be an introvert if you're going to be a server, I feel like. Would you agree with that?
I would agree. Yeah.
Yeah, you got to talk to people.
I feel like I'm kind of a weirdo though, because I'm definitely extroverted introvert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just a straight up extrovert, so I don't I don't know the feeling.
I can't all be like you, Nicholas.
Is there a science to garnering like a decent sized tip at a restaurant at all? I mean, aside from just being nice and serving, were there methods that you'd use? Would you transform your personality with different types of people that came in?
Oh yeah, you have to be like an actor the whole entire time, because there's people that come in, they want to talk your ear off, they want to know what's going on. They've got other people that you've got other people that they're there strictly to eat. They don't want to talk to you at all. They want you to get their food, fill their drinks without like you ever even like conveying anything with them. And then you've got kind of like the medium person or guest that's like, I'm here. I would like to talk to you a little bit, but not a lot.
Yeah.
So you kind of got to be like a chameleon.
Did you let's pull up some examples here that I'm just going to make up on the spot right now. Let's say that there's a family that comes in and they're like, dad's bearded out. They're all wearing camouflage. How are you going to act with them? How do you introduce yourself?
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I would start right off the bat if I don't recognize any of them. Hey, my name's Jasmine. I'm here to wait on you, whatever. And then like
Would
usually
you bust out the y'all?
Oh, I say y'all all the time because y'all I feel like is just safe. Like
Okay.
you're not gonna offend anyone if you say y'all.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's just pretty neutral. Like you're not gonna make
How
anybody,
y'all doing?
not like Southern Belle.
Why not? You down in Carolinas? How y'all doing today? Can I interest you in the blackened fish? No?
Nah.
Darn.
Nah. Bless your heart, child.
I would absolutely do that though. I can't be, I would be probably the most amazing and terrible server that's ever.
I feel like you would be a great server.
I could work some tips.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, how about this? What if it's like a business lunch coming in, all white collar dudes, like dude bros, right? How are you gonna serve them?
Dude bros.
Yeah, like dude bros, like let's say Wall Street tycoons or something.
Nice. Maybe like a little flirty.
Yeah.
Not like over the top flirty or anything like that, but yeah, I mean like you wait on them.
Have you ever had a situation where there was like a couple and the either or person thought that you were flirting with either or person? And they got mad at you. Have you seen those like things online where it's like, stop flirting with my man, no tip?
Yeah. So I've never had anything like that, like written on a piece of paper or anything like where somebody like confronts me. But I've had situations before. For instance, when I was down in North Carolina, this guy saw me walking by. It wasn't even my table. Saw me walking by and he goes, Brockport. So I stopped. I'm like, hello.
Rockport.
He's like, you went to Brockport, didn't you? I'm like, yeah. He's like, you were a dance major. I'm like, yeah.
Is this in Wellsville or the Carolinas?
No, this was down in the Carolinas.
No way.
Yeah. So he then starts like naming off names of people that I went to school with. And I'm like, okay, he apparently knows who I am, but I have no idea who the heck he is.
This is my first stalker. It's happening.
Yeah. So anyways, he like suggests that we hang out or whatever. And I'm like, I'm good. Like, no, like, and I can tell his girlfriend or lady or whatever she was.
He was there with the lady.
Yes, he was there with his significant other. And she's like sitting there like, and I'm like, listen, lady, listen, lady, I'm just working. I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
Don't hurt me, please.
Yes. Yeah. I'm like, listen, lady, I didn't do it.
What a small world.
Yeah. Yeah.
Goodness.
Yeah.
Have you said you haven't had anything like confrontational written on a receipt. Do you still have any like slips that you've saved because you liked them? Someone drew you something or wrote a nice little note or anything like that?
No.
Nothing?
No, I don't
Really?
have any in my possession.
I've been known to, if a server does like an amazing job, I write on the back like, "Thank you so much for your service. You made tonight amazing," with like my smiley face.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's really sweet.
I'm a sentimental guy. I feel like I'd keep that stuff.
Yeah. No, I will say though, when you do have a guest that like reciprocates in that regard, I feel like it does go a lot farther than like a monetary tip, because sometimes, you'll have like a bad day and you're thinking like, oh, now I gotta go hang out with my friends and like do it all over again. And somebody leaves a note like that, you're like, oh, well, I guess it maybe wasn't a bad shift. Like,
Yeah.
I just thought for some reason, it wasn't a good shift, but it was a great shift.
Mm-hmm. What would you say is the largest? Do you remember like the largest tip you've ever gotten?
The largest tip I've ever gotten. I don't necessarily remember like.
Have you ever had those like around the holidays, those secret people that come in, they just like get a soda or something and they drop $300 on a tip?
I mean, like, I've had a tip where it's like a large tip for like the monetary value of the bill, but it's not like a large tip overall.
Right.
If that makes sense. Like,
Yeah.
So like I've worked and I've received like several $100s worth of tips, but it's because, a substantial amount of food and services and drinks were ordered. So that would warrant that amount of money, as opposed to like, oh, like this person got a burger and they left me like $100 tip.
Yeah.
I
have a question. And I want an honest answer.
Honest answer, yes.
From you. Is it the service? I feel like is the same a lot of the times. If you have a good server, no matter if I'm ordering like a cup of coffee and a muffin, as opposed to if I'm dropping like $800 on a meal with like just my wife and I out. Like, what is the unwritten rule there that says you have to spend more money on a higher bill even though you're getting the same service as if you were just ordering a coffee and a muffin? Is there an unwritten law there? Like, how do you feel about that?
I mean, I feel like you kind of like, you have an expectation when you go out to a coffee shop, like, okay, my coffee and my muffin was like $10. I'm going to leave them $2. Like, versus where if you were to go to 11 Madison Park and you were to be spending $800 on your bill, like you said, and then the expectation is to leave like $150 on your bill.
Right.
So.
But I guess I'm more like, if it's in the same restaurant, same server, coffee and muffin, same server, same restaurant, but you order like a nice dinner with the lady, but your service is the same. Is there like a?
Well, I feel like I'm like over analyzing this question because I'm like thinking.
Yeah,
like,
you're going pretty deep into this.
I get you're talking about the monetary aspect, and meanwhile,
Yeah.
I'm like, well, if they're getting a steak, then they're going to be talking to them longer because it's going to take longer. And
Well, that's what I'm asking. So yeah, Like, is that like there's differences in how you're actually, you get a coffee and a muffin, you're taking like one order and
Yeah.
you're going back.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it's different because like there's different levels of
Tilt your like this.
like this.
Yeah, there we go. you keep backing further and further away from the microphone.
I don't know. It's just so daunting.
They're special microphones, Jasmine. You have to be kind of close
Okay.
because it cuts out a lot of the sound anywhere else.
Yes.
Yes. Sorry, I distracted you again. We were talking about just the monetary difference. Same restaurant, same server, ordering something smaller, I guess, than something bigger, but you're getting the same amount of service, which is what I assumed. But you're right. It does make sense that you're talking to them a little bit more. You're bringing them more drinks, whether it be alcoholic beverages or water.
Yeah.
But you're just going to be there longer because it's a longer experience than just a coffee and a muffin.
Yeah.
So that does make sense. I never thought about it that way.
Yeah.
You're so smart.
I don't know about that.
How do you feel about tipping culture in general nowadays?
I feel like tipping culture in general has kind of gotten a little out of whack these days.
What do you mean by that?
So for instance, a restaurant that's more traditional sit down, the server takes your order. I feel like tipping should still stay. But I feel like there's a lot of places now where you go and it's expected of the consumer to automatically tip. Like if you go to Starbucks,
That's the worst.
and Panera, and I'm trying to think of the other one that's like very,
I'm going to use this as a prop.
very in your face.
Order a drink.
Can I have a medium or wait, if it's Starbucks, it has to be like fancy, right?
Yeah.
What?
Well, you can just say like, I want a venti mocha chocolate or something. And then they type it in. Okay, your order total is $7. There are going to be some questions. If you can go ahead and answer them for me. For those of you who are just listening, I'm pushing a square mounted as an iPad. But that drives me crazy when they turn it around.
Yeah.
And it's
They like look at
30%
you.
tip, and they just look into your soul
Yeah.
like this.
Well, it's also like,
And they don't even make the drink.
yeah. Yeah. I don't know. It just really irritates me because especially those like corporate places, like they are taking care of their employees at like an adequate wage. So to then prompt for a tip on top of it, I just feel like it's not needed.
Yeah. I want to move to Japan.
Yeah.
There's no tipping culture. And
Well, I was going to
most
say
other
in
places.
a lot of Asian countries, they have a VAT, which is a value added tax, which is like part of their servers or that person's wages, and it's like automatically accounted for in the bill.
do it. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
But that's way smarter.
Yeah, because in the Philippines, that's how it is too. It's you don't tip on top; like it's already included in the bill that you receive. So
Some pizza places, or just delivery places in general, I shouldn't say pizza places, but some delivery places in general, they have a delivery fee that the driver usually gets, and then
Yeah.
you're expected to tip on top of that delivery fee.
yeah,
That's gnarly to me.
yeah, yeah. So not trying to like talk about our business too much, but we do have a $3 delivery fee, but that automatically goes to the person delivering.
Right.
So it's not like it's held like with us; it goes right to them because it's like extra insurance just in case somebody doesn't tip them because the wear and tear on their car, the gas, and all of that. Like you got to factor that in.
Yeah. I guess I don't know. I just feel like if I have bad service somewhere, anywhere, like should I feel obligated to tip still? I think that's where we're at in as our culture is like you have to tip no matter what.
Yeah. So myself as somebody that has worked in hospitality, like I can't say that I've been 100% for 100 of the 100% for all of the shifts I've ever been scheduled in the hospitality. Like
Sure.
I'm human. It's normal. So for me personally, like the very, very minimum I would go would probably be like 15 or 18%, just because like you always hope that comes back to you. You know,
Right.
that's like my rule of adage, or how I kind of like think about it in my head.
Mm-hmm.
But as somebody that hasn't been in the service industry, I would understand like not wanting to tip at all.
Right. But what if I got someone like that was like the food's all wrong,
Mhm.
right? They're mean about it,
Mhm.
like talking down to you as a consumer
Yeah.
or a customer, like, but then you like still have to feel. I have to tell you a story. I was this was just the other day. No, you're gonna love this. It's very comical.
Oh god.
This was just the other day. I was at with Corey, my new editor.
Mhm.
We were shooting up in Niagara Falls, and we went to this buffet.
Mhm.
It was a Chinese buffet. I put $5 down as a tip at a buffet.
Yeah.
Right. Do you want to know what happened? There was this like little old lady service that came up to me, and she looked at the bill, saw the $5 tip, and she set it back down in front of me, and she's like, "Oh, this is not enough." And I was like, "What?"
Oy.
She's like, "Oh no, this is not enough. More." And I just started like cackling, laughing out loud because I was so taken aback. I don't get taken aback very much, but I was just
crazy.
like, "What is happening right now?" I think the bill was like $30. I just left a $5 tip at a buffet where I was getting up and getting my own food.
That's still substantial in my opinion.
Yeah, so I put $2 more on there. I made it $7. But like she peer pressured me into adding more money.
That's crazy.
That's so weird, isn't it?
Yeah, that's.
I thought about it for a few days.
I would be
what
thinking
is-
about that for the rest of the week.
Like, what is
honestly.
happening right now?
Like-
I literally was like, is this happening right now? Like, stone face. Poof.
Is like?
I'm never
am I-
going to go back
am I
there.
getting punked? Like,
No,
what is happening?
I have no idea. People were staring. Like, I felt like they for all they knew, I didn't leave a tip or something, you know?
Yeah. Wow, she's making you to look like the bad guy.
Yeah.
Ouch.
That happened. That was real life.
That's
Real
rough.
life. And it was when Corey wasn't there. So she was like at the bathroom or something. And I'm just by myself. I had no backup.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It happened. I should have just stood up and walked out. But I'm too nice of a guy. And that was so... I didn't know. My mind wasn't comparing what was happening.
That's wild. I feel like that would live rent free in my head for like the next year and a half at least.
Oh, it's still there. It's not going anywhere
at
all.
I know you said it happened recently.
That's
but
why I wanted
like,
to talk to you about tipping culture.
Yeah. That's extreme.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it happens.
Yeah.
Gnarly, dude.
Yeah.
Do you find it's easier to be a server in a more rural area than it is to be in an urban area?
I would say day to day, actually, no. I would say it's easier to be a server in a rural or in a urban area.
Yeah.
Because your clientele in a urban area is mostly different from day to day. So you can
Tourism
kind
and
of
all that.
like, you can like recreate your energy for the day. So like today I'm going to be really silly.
Yeah.
Today I'm going to be really sarcastic. Like obviously take that with a grain of salt
In a
because
fun way.
because like sometimes people do not get it. You know what I mean? So you have to like read the individual that you're waiting on. You can't just like walk up to somebody and start being sarcastic without any rapport. You got to like start it, right? You can't just assume that they're going to know that you're being sarcastic. They might just think that you're being a bitch.
Who is your speaking on that? Who is like your prime customer? And not like an individual. I just mean like in general, if you know it's going to be a good table if they have these certain things. Like if you have like a list of this is going to be a great day table. Do you have anything like that?
I don't really have like a list of like, oh, this is textbook, like a fantastic table.
Uh-huh.
But I would say like well-rounded guests like throughout your service. So like not all business people, not all families, like just kind of a variety, like a poo-poo platter of guests.
Do you find on that as well? Do you find that you get tipped better for certain occasions? So does someone who's just there to celebrate their birthday with the poo-poo platter, You know, they have a big friend group. Are they gonna tip you better than someone like a two-top that's coming in for an anniversary that just wants to focus on like each other? Is there like a science behind that, or is it just varies all the time?
I would just say it varies all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I guess I haven't really gotten to the point where I would like textbook, like, okay, this person is. Yeah.
I would do that though. I would make it science. I'd kind of go. I would do my own little studies, my own little researches
Yeah.
to see what's going on here.
I just feel like there's so many variables though, because like, for instance, traditionally speaking, like a Tuesday, Wednesday service is going to be slower than like a Friday, Saturday service.
Yeah.
So do you have more time on a Tuesday, Wednesday service to like chat with your guests and take care of them and give them better service? Or do you have just more guests in general on Friday, Saturday? So because you're waiting on more people, like your tips are up.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know.
That's so interesting. I would definitely I'd be like, okay, this person has this type of haircut. They have this type of wardrobe. They're smiling. I'm going to make a good tip.
Yeah.
As opposed to someone like, oh, this person's stone-faced. They just want their chicken wings and they want to go. Yeah. I would do that. I'd think about stuff like that.
Well, maybe I'll conduct some experiments over the next couple of weeks.
I have a police theory on it.
Okay.
On that. And this isn't offensive in any way. This is just my own theory that I've come up with myself. Mm-hmm. I feel like if I get pulled over, and let's say it's like a normal pullover, like I'm getting pulled over because I have a taillight out, or I was doing like 3 over, something, nothing like serious where I'm gonna get a ticket, I'm in the wrong. If I get pulled over and I don't know why I get pulled over, and an officer walks out, shaved, crop top head, wearing a hat, I'm going to get a ticket. If an officer walks out and they don't have their hat on and they also come up and say, how are you today? Rather than, do you know why I pulled you over as the first line? Mm-hmm. If I get the how are you today, I'm like, I might not get a ticket. And then there's the never mind, I'm not going to say that one. But if they're wearing a hat and they have a really shaved side, I'm probably gonna get a ticket. If they come out, they're not wearing their hat, they're more casual. They might just be like letting me know that something's wrong. Yeah, like I have a taillight out or something. And they're like, you have like 3 days, just get this fixed. If I see you again, I'm gonna give you a ticket. Right. Like those types of things. But there are the ones that just like,
you're in trouble.
Yeah, especially if it's, do you know why I pulled you over today? I'm getting a ticket.
Yeah.
Again, not negative to anyone, they're doing their job, but it's just like
you're not
that theory would go into
Yeah.
how I would serve people. I'd be like, okay, this person has a shaved head.
Yeah.
Side, like closely faded up to a crop top head cut. I'm not getting a good tip.
Yeah.
They're going to find something to complain about.
I guess I've just never thought about it because, it's like so ingrained in my brain. It's like part of my day. It's part of my daily routine is like talking with guests. So I would just never think to create this hypothesis that you've come up with.
My brain goes everywhere, Jasmine. I'm sorry.
Well, so does mine, but I'm really surprised that's something I've never thought about. So,
or like even let's say like if someone orders a beer as opposed to ordering a martini, you're like, oh, okay, I have this type of guest in. Rather than this type of guest, I'm probably going to be getting like this percentage of a tip as opposed to this percentage.
See, I don't really super judge that because I'm the type of person that when I'm out, I will order a beer, I'll order a glass of wine, I'll order a cocktail. So I don't really discriminate against my alcohol, Yeah. Like, what am I in the mood for today? It's not like I go out and I'm like, I always get beer, that's it.
Yeah.
So
that's my brother-in-law.
Bear.
Burr. What year did you purchase the restaurant?
2020.
Oh. Surprise. That's a good lead into my next question is how did you, because I knew that you had purchased a restaurant like very shortly before COVID hit. How did you survive that? do you think that it was better that you had just bought it so you didn't kind of have a set way of doing things to be able to be like, okay, we're going to just adapt with this?
Yeah. So I think also the reason why you were a little like confused about the timeline is because Casey and I moved back from Charlotte in April of 2019.
Okay.
And then we worked in tandem with Peter and Marley up until February 1st of 2020.
So like on a job training, essentially. Yeah.
Yeah. So then, 6 weeks later, Friday the 13th of March of 2020 happened, and I kind of wanted to cry.
Was it Friday the 13th?
Yeah, it was Friday the 13th.
Wow.
So Friday the 13th happened, and then New York State was like talking about issuing some like shutdowns and shutting down some roads and stuff. And I actually remember this very vividly. So March 15th, which would have been Sunday, that's the day when we usually would have to get our orders in for our purveyors. We got a couple calls from our friends. One was a phone call, one was a text message with like a screenshot of an article stating that New York State was going to like shut all restaurants down, like for all in-house services. And Casey and I were like, well, what do we do?
Yeah.
Like 6 weeks into owning our business, like the world, like
literally shuts down.
yeah. Like I'm like, oh, okay. All right, that's very normal. So we tried to pivot. So at first we started looking at the extreme. So we were looking at like FEMA qualifications, like if the state shut down to the point where like, okay, like they're like ceasing traffic, like could we become like a FEMA station? Like could we make food to like supply people helping control what needed to get done?
I'm not being rude, by the way. I'm just I'm trying to find a video from that time.
Oh,
I remember. Okay.
Yeah, so that happened. And then myself and the previous owner, Marley, Peter and Marley were beyond generous with us. They worked with us after COVID started to like help make sure that we had our feet underneath us, and they wanted us to be successful because, why would you not want the next lineage to be successful?
Yeah.
So Marley helped me build an online store. And so we made it so you could order takeout and delivery online. And so for those first few weeks of being closed in-house, we transitioned and we were doing online takeout and delivery orders, over the phone takeout and delivery orders, and just tried to retool our business to be able to stay afloat, basically. But during that time, it was actually great because we were able to do a lot of like maintenance projects around the restaurant that we wouldn't have been able to do.
Yeah.
So we got gritty and we resurfaced tables and floors, and
You completely redid one of the sides too, right?
Yeah. So we did that during like our quote unquote downtime. So I think overall it probably was a good thing that it happened early on in our transition period of purchasing the restaurant, because we just weren't complacent and we were very willing to adapt. So
Yeah.
overall,
You weren't stuck in your ways.
yeah.
Type thing. Because I remember, I'm trying to find a video, by the way. Again, I'm so sorry. I'm not trying to be rude. I'm trying to find a video when I was doing Vlogvember. No, it wasn't Vlogvember. It was before this. It was just during COVID. I started vlogging. And I I stopped at the restaurant and you made the best sandwich ever. But that was Vlogvember. That wasn't then. But I asked you, I was like,
porchetta sandwich.
Porchetta sandwich. So good. I'm very close to the microphone right now because I want to whisper into people's ears.
It's a little ASMR.
Beg Casey and Jasmine to bring back the porchetta sandwich. Please start a petition. Contact your local authority figures. Make it happen. Make it happen. But no, I can't imagine what it would be like owning a restaurant and just having that. Just don't. Because do you find that I mean, so many restaurants shut down during COVID. What do you think of the restaurants that made it? What do you think that they did? Do you think it was part of that where they just melded to it and didn't try to fight it? Or like, what do you think made them successful throughout COVID? And I know this is kind of just like in your own words question.
I think what you said is true. Like the restaurants that adapted and kind of melded to what was going on, and then for us too, I feel like the big thing was being in Wellsville. If our restaurant was in Charlotte, North Carolina, I don't think we would have been successful.
Why is that?
Being from Wellsville, it's like there's a huge sense of community. So all of the businesses like help each other out. They talk about each other in very positive fashions. I personally don't think I've really met another business owner to like bash other businesses. And I feel like that's not as common in a larger populace. So I feel like Wellsville in general just did a fantastic job. Going out, or not going out, but purchasing food to go, getting meals sent to different places. There was a couple like anonymous donators during COVID times that like donated like meals to the hospital. Like I'm talking like, I think we did batches of like 25 meals like a day. I think it was like 150 meals over the course of a week were donated to the hospital staff.
Holy.
Based off of like departments and everything. So, you know what I mean? I don't think that necessarily happened in some of those bigger communities.
Yep.
So
I remember seeing a post one time speaking on how small communities just kind of stick together.
Yeah.
It was during hunting season or something, and it was the Texas Hot. The Texas Hot made a post on their social media, and they were like, "Hey, we're not going to be open crazy early for all you hunters, but check out the Modern Diner. They open at 5:00.
Yeah,
get your breakfast there. You know,
I remember that. Yeah.
Which was like, I thought that was pretty class.
Yeah,
you know,
just shouting out your fellow comrades.
Yeah. And I mean, they would be construed as competition because they're both serving like the diner style restaurants, serving a lot of the same things. But you know, they weren't open. It's like that with media. What I do, there's certain things that I won't do that I'll pass on to someone who does do it, like weddings.
Yeah,
I don't do weddings, so I have a list that I just suggest these people to them. So that's rad.
Yeah, good stuff.
I have a question, and we don't have to. I can cut it out if you want to. There's a trend going around right now on social media and TikTok and everything, where people are talking about the biggest thing about restaurants nowadays. Most restaurants is who cooks the better Cisco or U.S. foods. Do you find that that's like feasible, where they're saying that because there's so limited suppliers now?
Yeah.
They're buying out all these other suppliers.
So, U.S. foods we don't use at all. We only use Cisco, CNR, which is now Latina.
Okay.
And Curtsy. But out of the three, Cisco is the one that we use the least.
Okay.
I guess my question is, what you're saying is like, I think I saw the video that you're talking about where it's like mozzarella sticks, like who makes the best mozzarella sticks, and they're all a Cisco product that like everyone purchases, and so you could technically have the same mozzarella stick in like Maine, Massachusetts, Florida. Yeah. Okay, what was the question?
The question is just, how do you, I guess the main question from this would be, how do you set yourself apart as a restaurant from all the other restaurants who are getting from the same supplier, since there are such limited suppliers right now?
Okay, sorry.
Yep.
ADHD brain.
It's okay.
Yeah, so I guess the biggest thing for us is like we do actually make a good bit of our items in house. So like the garlic bread we make fresh every day. The pizza.
Yeah, I can smell it. Where I'm at, I'm in a new studio, by the way, and where I'm at, I'm in like the 5 corners or the 5 boroughs of food smells, because when I walk in the morning, I get the donuts from Giant Food Mart. I get the garlic bread that's being freshly baked at L'Italia. I get the shop at Maine just wafting bacon out from their breakfast sandwiches. The Modern Diner is right there.
Mm-hmm.
It's just Dragon House.
Chinese.
Dragon House. I just had that when you walked in. I'm gonna be so fat being here. There's so many delicious smells that are happening.
Yeah.
Sorry, continue on.
You're good. But yeah, I think the big thing is like taking those ingredients and then making them your own. So, like I said, the bread, the pizza, the ingredients, like the chicken, we get the chicken, but then we go ahead and
What?
the chicken, we'll go ahead and grill it every morning, like with our blend of like seasonings on top of it, versus where some places they like get the frozen chicken that like comes out and insert and which I'm not trying to knock anyone, but like I feel like people taste love in food.
Right.
Like, so you just got to take those ingredients. You get the same ingredients. I get the same ingredients, but my love's different than your love.
You know what? I never thought about it that way.
You know?
Because really, we all go to the same grocery stores.
Right.
We're all picking out the same food. We're just cooking it in our own ways.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
You should make that video just to stop that trend right now.
All right.
We'll do it together.
Let's do it.
What are some of your biggest struggles in owning a restaurant? I should say we know the common ones with rising food costs and everything. Mm-hmm. What are some things that people might not think about that's a struggle with owning a restaurant?
I would say a struggle with owning a restaurant is wearing many, many different hats.
Okay.
To give you an example, this was very early on of Casey and I owning the restaurant, and there was a birthday party upstairs, and it was also the middle of winter, and there was an ice dam on the roof, and the ice dam had started to melt, and the way the ice dam was, it was coming down through the restaurant.
Oh.
And so there was just gallons of water pouring through the restaurant. And I looked at Casey and I was like, I don't know what we should do. I'm going to call the people that have the birthday party and tell them what's going on. We're going to see if they want to move it downstairs or what the deal is. They were fine. They were fine.
Yeah.
So they just had a party around a little like malfunctioning wall. And, I was like up on the bar, like pushing this water down this little like contraption that I had, and we just made it work.
Yeah.
But prior to that, I was like on the roof with like rock salt and like shoveling on the roof. Like these are all things that like you wouldn't think of how when owning a business, you know? Like you think about the day-to-day operations, you think of the interpersonal relations with your staff, you think of paying vendors, guest relations, all that stuff. But like, never did I ever think I would be like climbing up on a roof to fix a problem, So I guess I would say like the day-to-day like trials and tribulations, like you never know what you're going to get.
Yeah. You also have to just make stuff happen.
Yeah.
If you're out of an ingredient, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
What do you do if you run out of an ingredient? Like if it's like a prime ingredient that you have on your everyday menu, is it something that you could just go to a local grocery store to get just to keep it on the menu, or do you just kind of wait more often than not?
So depending on the item and the severity of needing it, we do have Giant right here in our
like you run out of flour. What's going to happen?
Well, this is yet again to talk about our community. There's been a couple instances where I've under-ordered on flour, and
is this a real problem?
Yeah.
I just made it up.
Yeah.
Nice.
So there's been a time or two where I've under-ordered on flour, and Paul or Shane.
Oh, yeah, Pizza King.
Yeah. Shane, what a G. Shane, I'll call him and ask him for an extra 50-pound bag of flour, and then I'll swing by. And then what I'll do is I'll just tell my purveyor, Latina, hey, can you put an extra bag of flour on my order, but send it to him?
Oh, they'll do that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
I've never heard of Latina.
Yeah.
by the way, is a food distributor.
Yeah.
Where are they based out of? Do you know?
I bet I don't remember.
That's okay.
Sorry.
I hope someone from Latina listens to this.
I'm really sorry, Brian.
Brian. I'm sorry, Brian.
Brian is the best.
Yeah.
Brian's from CNR. Him and his wife purchased CNR, and then Latina has now since purchased CNR.
What was CNR? What was that short for? Do you know?
CNR Food Service, man.
Oh.
Out of Mount Morris.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know if it was like country roads food. Country and roads.
No, I don't think so.
Calamari and rigatoni.
I'll check with him and I'll get back to you next week.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've talked about some struggles with owning a restaurant. What are some of your favorite things about owning a restaurant?
Ooh. That's kind of hard to like narrow it down.
Really?
I would say my favorite thing about owning a restaurant is giving individuals confidence.
Okay.
So over the years, there's been all sorts of individuals that have worked for us, and a couple of people that like have stuck out. I'm not going to mention them by name,
Sure.
but there's a couple individuals like that came in, started working for us. They were very anxious, very nervous about working in the industry, and there's one person in particular that ended up writing their senior paper on how the restaurant has made them be able to have people skills.
Really?
And feel confident in their own skin.
That makes sense because you kind of have to talk to people.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's definitely a job that if you're very introverted, it's kind of scary because you got to go up to people and you got to figure out how to resolve things pretty quickly.
Mm-hmm.
So that is a huge thing, is just like the confidence that it gives people. Being able to provide a service and a place for people to enjoy each other's company in our community, that's just invaluable, honestly. It's just like a way to give back, just to see people gather and chat and hang out. That's like really all you want. You want to have like your kitchen table where, you're like the family that like all the kids in your neighborhood came over to your house for dinner.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Just like that feeling.
I want to find a photo here because another great thing that you guys do, and I think a couple other places do it, but when my mom was in the Heart Comfort House, you would mention how you do meals to people or people sponsor meals. Well, Natalia sponsors a meal for the family.
Yeah.
If you're in the Heart House, and that was so huge, by the way, to have that because when Mom was in there, my sister came out, my brother was up, so everybody was up, and we saw that, and it's like, oh, this is great. And Mom miraculously started doing better when she got there, and I think it's just because of the impeccable care that you receive at the Heart House. But I was like, hey, you guys, check this out. Natalia can bring up a meal. They'll sponsor a meal for us so we can have a family-style meal. And we set the table. I'm trying to find the picture if my phone would load. We set the table up, like family-style, super long table in Mom's room where she was at. And we had a family meal, pasta, salad, bread, everything. And it was our last family meal that we had with everybody, which is insane to think about. I didn't think about it that way, but it was.
Yeah.
Wow, that's what you keep bringing up is small town flair, essentially, and togetherness, and that's amazing.
Yeah.
So I really appreciate you two doing that. It meant a lot.
Yeah.
Well, I
Well,
wanted to tell you that. And I wanted to publicly tell you that.
I mean, the Heart House is just such an incredible resource that we have access to here in Allegheny County, Wellsville. And so to provide some sort of comfort, even though it's not, having somebody in the Heart House is just not ideal for anyone. But just being able to provide something like a feeling, an expression that, you're going to remember that meal for the rest of your life, and your kids are going to remember that meal for the rest of their life. Granted, like They might not remember the actual meal, but they're going to remember that activity of everybody gathering around the table, getting together, pretending like, not pretending, feeling, feeling like we're back together, and we don't have to worry about preparing and the chaos of all of that. We're just going to sit down. We're going to enjoy this meal. And that's that.
I can't find this photo. I need to find this photo.
I don't know.
I might pip it in. But thank you so much for doing that because it's massive. You and Casey and your team.
Yeah.
For cooking the meal. How many of those do people take? I should say, do people utilize that often? Do you think?
I think people utilize it often. Right now, I know that the director has changed hands, so I actually need to reach out to them again just to like reiterate that it is an option.
This is here.
Yeah, because we haven't gotten a call in a couple. I want to say it's been like 2 months now.
Okay.
So I want to like extend that olive branch again to them.
Yeah.
But yeah, just fantastic place, fantastic people. I mean, you and I both know it's near and dear to our hearts.
What do you got going on new? What was going up? Anything exciting happening with the restaurant? Anything that you've done differently that's new and exciting?
So with Better Days, unfortunately, closing its doors over the last I guess it's been 2 months now since Better Days closed. I want to say it was the end of August.
Yeah.
So with Better Days closing, we've kind of revamped our business a little bit. We've opened up our upstairs bar on Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays from 8 to 12, just to kind of hopefully recruit that small town like bar atmosphere. But
people can walk from the brewery over to Italia and stuff like that, because the brewery closes at 8, I think, right?
I think they close at 9 now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huzzah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think you're ever going to start having bands up there at all or anything?
I think I would not be opposed to having bands up there. Probably something on the smaller side.
Like a 2-piece or something.
Yeah, I was going to say like 2-piece, maybe 3, just because the space up there is a little bit more compact. But yeah, definitely want to like bring that atmosphere back, because when the restaurant originally opened in 2003, it was that upstairs dining room, the bar, and then the room with that big ginormous mirror.
Yeah. Can you tell me about that real quick? Where did that come from? Did you bring that? Has it been there since it's open? Where did that come from?
So that mirror has been there since the restaurant opened.
Okay.
And that mirror was procured from a business on Main Street, but I'm not exactly sure which business on Main Street.
Really?
But it was there from the building owners prior to Peter and Marley, so it would be Janet and Jim Casey when it was Casey Optical. It was in there.
Oh, there was an eyeglass place.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even remember that.
Yeah. So the mirror's been there for quite some time, and over the years, we've had to do a couple of renovations, and at one point we took down the mirror, and the mirror is actually so big that it won't come out of a normal standard size door. So
it's living in there.
If it did ever decide to leave, we would have to take out a couple of window panes to actually exit the building with it. Yeah.
So it's just there.
Yeah.
It's there.
Yeah.
Have you ever looked into it and seen anything creepy?
No.
It's that old of a mirror.
It definitely has like some stories to it, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I've never really felt anything around the restaurant, but I do have a couple friends that they can feel things, and they've said that there's a presence at the restaurant sometimes.
Ooh. It's probably just someone that's hungry, waiting to figure out if they're ordering a beer or a martini.
My belly's rumbling.
Well, I really appreciate you coming on, Jazz. Again, you opened up the upstairs bar. Fun fact, real quick, Nicole and I's first ever date, like official date, was in the upstairs of L'Italia.
Oh, really?
Yeah, way back in 2005.
Wow.
Yep. So L'Italia was still a new restaurant back then.
Mm-hmm.
And we hold that special.
What do you remember, like where in the dining room you were sat?
Oh, yeah, I was upstairs. in the
No,
dining
but
room.
like where upstairs?
I was against the brick wall. So you walk up the stairs this way. We were on this side.
Okay.
Yep, and a little two top.
Oh.
Yeah.
So cute.
I have a picture somewhere. I have so many pictures that I wanted to show you that I should have probably just pulled up. But I'm a terrible podcast host and I didn't pull it up. I need like a Jamie or a Naj or someone, like in Two Bears One Cave. They have their own like personal guy that can look stuff up for them as they're talking.
I'm gonna nod my head like I know exactly what you're talking about.
Bert Kreischer and Tom Segura have a podcast.
Okay.
Yep.
Yes.
And they have a guy that same thing with what's his name? Oh my God, he's super famous too in the podcast world. Bald guy. Joe Rogan.
No, oh.
Joe Rogan has a guy named
Yeah.
Jamie that looks everything up too, like as they're talking about it, which would be pretty rad.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're a student just looking for some shadowing opportunities, come be my Jamie on podcast.
Do it.
Look something up right away, because then we can just turn around and be like, oh, there it is.
Look.
But thank you so much, Jasmine, and congratulations on your and Casey's success. I do want to have Casey on the podcast at some point.
I think we
to talk
can
about
arrange
his
that.
side of the story. He's probably going to be like, oh my God, Jasmine's a tyrant in the restaurant, man. It's crazy. She just yells at people, throw pot. You've seen Gordon Ramsay? She's 10 times worse than that. Do you think he'll say that?
It's raw.
But thank you, Jasmine. We're
Anytime.
done. We're done.